Come on, up you get. Oh! It's a big boy. Look through the screen. Dun 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 dun. And there's you. Where are you? Hello. Give us a wave. Dun 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 dun. Where is she? Where's your mum? Hang on, we'll find her. And you can look at the screen, right? There they are. You see? Hello. You're helping me. I went to the refuge just like this, without even know where I was going.
All I could say to her was, he keeps hitting me, and burst into tears.
She talked to me, said, you are in a great danger. You know, I don't want to talk about it, blah, blah. She said, just go home, pack your things, and I will send you a taxi. Hello? You're not in? Oh, you're not there?
No, we've gone out.
Oh, for God's sake. Happy birthday. Thank you. Right, listen, Jordan, I've got this great idea. Oh, there you are. Look, we're going to watch us when you were little, really little like this.
Yeah, when we were in the refuge.
And you were in the refuge wandering around. Do you remember?
Shut my face.
Do you remember anything?
Yeah,
I only remember one thing.
Do you remember us?
I know, everyone's alright.
Sorry, I'm just going around. Hello. Morning. Well, oh, you're so horrible. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, darling.
On paper, if you're in a refuge, you're supposed to be in a state of severe stress, aren't you? It's like, if I said to friends, like, oh, hi, you know, on the phone, like, I'm living in a refuge at the moment, like, people would say, oh, poor you, and I'd think, no. It's one of the best times of my life, actually.
Yeah, I think you did happily.
I just had the best time in my life, although
In the refuge?
No, mate, that's good. Because it's getting
I was basically exposed to, like, some personalities that I wouldn't have come across in my daily life.
yeah, that's true.
Quite kind of like kick-ass and strong, which is again not a perception that people have of people in abusive relationships.
Yeah. Shall I go and get him?
Yeah, because you. How are we going to get it up this bit?
What you need to do is make use of the legislation that is being available to get men out of homes where they're being abused and keep the women and children in their home and society protect them, and not that they have to leave and come to refuge.
Are they making legislation to get that done?
There is legislation to get it done, but it's really hard to use the legislation because of the kind of balancing act between the rights of women and the rights of men. And some of the housing associations in London now, where there's a woman had to leave her home because of domestic violence, they evict the man. Instead of all these men living in 3-bedroom homes while the women are all in refuges. They need to be chucked out of their homes.
Yes, but then the women are frightened to stay in the home because they're frightened that the man's going to
come back.
And actually,
well, then if we lock him up and put him in a refuge, bail people out of the country.
I think tagging would be, you know, if you're going to tag anybody,
Yeah.
let's not tag 15-year-old boys who are being a pain in the neck. Let's tag those who are actually beating women up and wrecking women's lives and their children's lives as well. And actually, in the children, developing the situation that we're talking about with these young people.
Yeah, I think this will be a surprise that the refuge is full of really powerful characters, as opposed to these wilting flowers in the corner being terrifying.
I mean, I've got my life now, my life is really going good. I mean,
Yeah.
I like this week, just gone, I got my first washing machine that I, you know. And
No, but those
to
things
me,
are great.
to me it's like Christmas and that. Yeah, it was from someone, and like, and a tumble dryer to boot with it.
Brilliant.
And like, yeah, so...
It's amazing the little things that make make it good, make it worth it. I felt like that about my fish freezer.
I remember once I put something on Facebook about having been in abusive relationships, and I got a reply from somebody that was just basically saying, there's a lot of things I put on Facebook, but I wouldn't say that about yourself. Well, what am I saying about myself? If I'm saying that I've been in an abusive or abusive relationships, what am I saying about myself? I'm not actually making a statement about myself at all. I'm saying I am unfortunate enough to have been in that situation, or I'm unfortunate enough to have had that experience. And it just basically made me think that we're still kind of like living in the culture where people think that, you know, to admit to having been in an abusive relationship is in some way to admit some kind of like guilt for that. And I just think that that's kind of like one of the myths about domestic abuse that needs to be crushed, is that in some way the fault lays with the person who's actually been in the domestic abuse relationship. I sit with my legs shut, my pants tight and my jaw clamped. When I offer you my mouth to suck sweetly on your silence, I offer you my past, my agony, my pain. I entitle you to my bruises, I invite you to my damage, I ask you to render my past.
They say sometimes, like, get out when you can.
Yeah.
Just grab what you're standing and just go.
That's
you know,
what
if you've
I
got
do.
children, take your children, just get out.
Mm.
So if you've got no money, which is what a favourite of theirs is
Yeah.
leaving you with
Absolutely.
no money,
Yeah.
so you can't go nowhere, you know. I had no idea about the psychological side of it and the mental side of it. See, there's also that shame. You know, the stigma of, well, you must have asked for it.
Yeah, and what are you still doing there?
Yeah,
Why?
well, yeah, why ain't you left him?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I haven't gone through it now, you know, I've learnt a few lessons that, like, it's not as easy as it seems to get away.
People talk about low self-esteem. Domestic abuse can get you to the point where there is not a low self-esteem, there is no self-esteem. And I even had a counsellor say to me once, there's no such thing as no self-esteem. And I don't agree, there is. No self-esteem is like living your own death.
He'd beat me through the night, completely through the night, and then I'd have to contain two screaming kids because they couldn't even bear to look at me because of the state of me, and they'd just scream at the sight of me. And sometimes he'd get a bit of kip in between that, and then as soon as he'd wake up, he'd beat me again.
I would have committed suicide if it hadn't been for that place.
Exactly.
And it's as good as you can say that he would have killed me that way. Because even though I'd have took my own life, it would have been him killing me because he drove me to it. He would grab my bust and grab my crutch and squeeze with all his might, you know, and a man's strength is incredible. You know, I'm going to cry.
I got pretty desperate one day because he had rung me and said, I'm coming home and you're going to get the hammer when I get back.
Oh.
That was the worst thing, when I'd be waiting for him to come in and beat me, when he'd ring me and say, you're getting it when I get back, and I'd be waiting for it. That'd be the worst thing, being locked up in that house waiting and knowing I'm getting beaten up, I couldn't do anything about it.
Where is England?
Where is Ringman?
Here I am.
Here I am.
How are you today, sir?
How are you today, sir?
Run away.
Run away.
Where is the family?
All together. Where is the family?
Here we are.
Here we are.
How are you today, sir?
How are you today, sir?
Run away.
Run away.
Clap.
Clap, clap, clap. Yay! Brilliant. Well done. I like the bell.